So what is it that all the best drivers have in common? Well, in today's video, we're going to share with you 3 must-dos and some great drills that you can take to the driving range. Welcome back to the channel, and now don't forget this channel is all about you, so if you have any questions about your golf game, please post them down below. And if this is the first time you're seeing our videos and you want to see more, make sure you hit that red button, the subscribe button, so you get notified on our weekly videos. They're totally for free. Right, let's get into the video.
Okay, so let's get into the first thing that you must do with your driver, and that is load the right leg. You must load the right leg in the backswing. But what does it mean? Well, let's just actually go through a different sport first. Now, we've moved to America. Big sport out here is baseball. There's quite a few big sports out here, but baseball's certainly one of them that's not in the UK. And think about what they do in baseball. In baseball, the pitcher certainly, he actually standing side on to the batter.
I was wondering how long it's going to take you to get the right names. You're doing well, Andy. Keep going, buddy.
Pitcher and batter, I got it right there. Okay,
keep going,
what
buddy.
does he do? Well, he straight away now will lift up onto his trail leg. He's loading the leg, all the weight and the pressure's down in this leg, balance, and then he's turning now. But what he's doing now is using this leg to push off and drive towards the target. So he's loading that leg, ready to push off and move. Now think about this with the driver. What we want...
Please rate that technique down below.
It was perfect.
Out of 10.
What we want with the driver is very similar. We want to be able to turn in the backswing, load the leg, get the pressure in this leg so we can start the downswing with the lower body. But also what it does when we load the leg, it puts the body position, the upper body, actually leaning away from the target. Really important that we can get behind the golf ball so we can launch it. We know now from all launch monitor data that if we can hit up on the golf ball, then we're going to get the most out of the drive. So if we can load our leg, get ourselves stacked behind the golf ball, we are primed, ready to use the lower body for more speed, but also create the right conditions at the golf ball to get the most out of it.
Yeah, and look, you see all the best players. Rory obviously springs to mind, someone who is not the tallest guy, but he is obviously very much loading his backswing for sure.
Okay, so let's show you a drill that you can do to feel this. This is just a great way to be able to practice this and feel it. So first of all, we don't want to shift weight by moving this way. We don't want to sway off the golf ball. We don't want to get this lower body moving away from the target. What we want to do to load the leg is to create this turn into the trail leg. You'll see here as I'm doing this, there is a rotation, but I can feel now the pressure building up in this leg without swaying. It's because my upper body's turned over that leg. A great way to get the feel of this and to really feel how much pressure you've got in there is if I make a backswing, pay attention to my lead knee. As I swing back, I'm going to allow the knee to work in. I'm going to allow my foot to roll onto just the inside of the toe. From here now, I've got probably 90%, 95% of the weight in this back leg. I've allowed everything to work in. There's hardly any pressure in here. This now puts me well behind the golf ball, which will help me launch it, but also I can start the downswing because I can now push off that trail leg. It's a great way to feel it. You can hit shots doing that, and then you can just go back to feeling that pressure. Remember, no shift, it's a turn. Let me hit one shot just doing that and just notice what the foot does. Little rehearsal here now. Look at the knee. This really puts me behind the golf ball.
Yeah, very nice.
Good job it's into the wind today because they're endangered down the other end of the range.
Maybe you hit it over them. But I think if you're someone who struggles with turn or, like Andy says, loading into that back leg, just lifting that lead heel up is a really good way of just understanding what it feels like. And then maybe you might even play golf with it as well on the golf course. Okay,
the next must do is you must get the hips to lead the upper body in the downswing. We start the downswing from the ground up. We're primed, ready now, we're loaded, but the key thing is now we have to be able to start the downswing first with the lower body. So often we see people get to a good position at the top and they start now with this almost lean of the torso and the head, and the upper body now is dominating.
Uh-oh.
But you'll see from here now the club's going to swing steep over the top. You're going to hit down on the golf ball and cut across it. That's what's going to rob you of power, but it's also going to rob you of accuracy because you're going to impart that curvature to the shot. So if we can lead with the hips, and now we're primed ready, we can start to fire this way, and from the top of the golf swing, if we can get the hips to lead the torso, it keeps us back, helps us deliver the club from an upward attack angle, and it helps create the space on the way down to swing a little bit more from the inside. So a great drill for this one. Take your setup as normal, bring the lead foot to the trail foot, set the club in front of you. Now as you swing back here, as you get to roughly about halfway back, you're going to start to step and lead with a downswing and then swing through. Now what I like about this drill, this is great because what happens is, as you are continuing to move this way, your lower body goes, which creates this lag and delay of the upper body. So we're really conditioning this lower body starting and really the upper body just following in the downswing. You can hit shots doing this. It's not that easy, but it takes practice, but it's a fantastic drill to get this lower body firing.
If he is going to hit shots, I'm going to be standing over there, obviously, but it's probably one thing you could do from this is go and have a look on YouTube at some slow-mos of some really good drivers of the golf ball, just good golf swings, and you'll see exactly what Andy's talking about there, that actually they're starting their downswing almost with their lower body, and sometimes their upper body is still getting to the top of the backswing, and that's what we're looking for.
Definitely.
That's definitely a very good feeling for you if you're the opposite of that.
Okay, so let's give it a shot. Practice swing first, so I'll literally just bring that to there, set the club in front, swing back.
Similar to the baseball move again, you know,
Yeah,
it's like the pitcher again, isn't it?
We're just making sure we can follow the sequence, start from the ground up. So I'll hit a pretty soft one here to start with. You can start to build up some speed in this, but it's pretty simple once you get used to this. So as you can see, that's me really leading with that lower body. Took a little bit off that. I didn't want to really. There's some people down there, Pierce. They're definitely in danger.
He's such a nice person, isn't he?
Okay, the third and final one is you must get the toe to win the race. Think about this. Now, if impact is our finish line, what we see so often is the heel of the club is beating the toe to the finish line. Now, if your heel of the club is beating the toe, you're going to potentially hit heel strikes, but also you're going to hit that golf ball to the right because the face is open. Now, the better players obviously get more square, but if we can get the toe of the club to feel like it wins the race, you are going to hit higher ball speeds, you're going to have much more squarer contact, but it will also encourage you to actually move the body in a more dynamic way because now you have a reason. Now you have a reason because the club face is working better. So if the toe of the club can win the race, you're going to hit much better golf shots. So here's one of our favorite drills for this. We've got the impact bag here. Now what we like to do, this is just great feedback because if we just position it, let's say at impact, and we'll get Piers to come down close up here. What we want to see, as we mentioned, is that we see so many golfers on their practice swings just prior to impact will be here. Now, if you're practicing this, you've got no chance of squaring it up. So what we want to do is some soft swings, get the toe to win the race. Very, very simple. Get the toe in the bag before the heel. Now, I'm going super slow here because it's going to create the feeling. A lot of people, first time they do this, they hit it hard and they're still leading with the heel. The heel's winning the race. So just simply doing some swings, toe of the club should beat the heel, win the race. You will not slice it. You'll hit a more penetrating ball flight. You'll hit it longer because the ball speed is going to be higher. Everything works better when the toe wins the race. So
we have a thing on this, don't we? We have a guarantee. I've hardly had anybody not do this, and you're the same. The first shot Andy's about to hit now is going to be a flat hook. The next one is going to be a ripper. And if you slice the golf ball, if you do this same routine, we guarantee it will help for you as well. So Andy would pay money to anybody who doesn't work.
Toe to win the race. I'm actually just going to hit this one now and see what happens. I know if I go too hard, it's going to go left, but I don't want to hit it left either. So I'm just going to get the toe to win the race, just ahead of that heel. So I'm expecting this to have a little bit of a draw.
So we want to draw. That's the ball.
Yeah, this ball's good at this. The toe must win the race. Here we go.
There you go. You control that quite well because that's probably about a 1 yard draw.
It wasn't much, but it was a nice strike. Okay, so there's 3 must-dos with your driver. Hope that helps. Let us know if you've got any questions about that down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed that, make sure you check out meandmygolf.com and download the Me and My Golf app now so you can get access to me and Pierce wherever you are. Thanks for watching.